All right, part 2 of Aliens. Apparently, there is new footage of what happened in the Miami Mall. I guess I'm looking at Jazz's video right now. My friend Yasko, his channel is Yasko Vlogs. He's made 3 videos on this situation so far, along with Lainey and Ben. They've done a lot of documenting of this stuff as well. So his title says actual new footage of Miami Mall aliens from inside mall and witness and police speak out. So this is we've seen his Jazz's first video on this, and there is footage of outside. It's very strange. It almost looks like they described it as 8 to 10 foot tall, almost translucent looking, but kind of opaque at the same time. Yeah. I don't know.
He said it looked like a shadow that was walking towards him, but also kind of solid. Like it's kind of
weird. It's kind of it's almost like as if it was kind of like changing in the moment, but it looked like it was legitimately walking outside of this mall. If you haven't seen the first part, go and watch that now, because I think we're going to probably split these up into pieces for the time being, but we're going to move on to part 2 here. Let me just switch this around. Let me see if I can. Nope. Is that worse or better? I don't know if that's worse or better, but whatever. Okay.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about all things aliens in regards to the Miami Mall incident. We have some footage from inside of the Miami Mall, we have statements from witnesses, and I also have some statements from police officers. So this is going to be a wild video. Get ready, guys. And before we do get on in this video, please let me know what you think about this entire Miami Mall alien situation. Do you think it was aliens? Do you think it was maybe a cover-up for something else? Let me know, because I actually filmed my first video on this subject 7 hours ago, and you guys have been blowing up the comment section. It was insane. If you didn't watch the first video I made on this subject, I'll link it down in the description below if you want to check it out. However, just to recap a little bit, I really focused on the sheer
All right, where's the popcorn? I'm ready.
Dispatched for the situation. There were about 70 to 100 police cars surrounding this mall, and to me that's just weird. A lot of people in the comments of that video were saying things like they don't even dispatch that many police for shootings, or they don't do it for really, bad events. Why were there that many police officers for that? Some people were saying, it was because kids were playing with fireworks, and that's what a lot of the statements were released on the news. Well, if that was the case, don't you think like fire safety was in question, fire hazards, but whatever. There were no fire trucks there, not a single one, just police cars.
That is very, very strange.
It's just
that literally
crazy.
doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think was going on? Do you think maybe there was something bigger going on? Do you think maybe it was a cover-up? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm genuinely curious. However, now we're going to go on into this video, and I really want to talk about this witness statement first. So I'm going to put this on the screen right now, and we'll listen to this thing full on through. It's pretty long, but I'll pause it here and there whenever I want to.
Is this the same guy?
So
that Pippin?
Here we go. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Let's get it to 100K. Here we go.
My name is Fitz.
Oh no, this is a different guy.
I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout, but what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, and our whole family's processing it, but I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, and my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew, and then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store, just running out in a direction. So as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blanky, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3 9-10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. All of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching. Not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, I'm going to pause
Like
it right there
translucent?
because
Yeah.
so this is very similar to what another witness said that I covered in the last video. He basically said something along the lines of it seemed as if it was going in and out, as if like you could see through it. However, it glitching and stuff like that, this is new to me. This is the first time I'm hearing something like this. And while we're getting into the subject of things and we're getting really into it, I got my tinfoil hat, so let's continue here.
We really dropped the ball here. We should have got our tinfoil hats.
I know. I was going to, and I completely forgot about it. But to me, this guy, I don't know. He seems relatively sincere. He doesn't seem like he's like full of shit or anything, or he's like making it up. Maybe he is making it up to get a few views on, social media or whatever. But I guess we'd have to see like what was the timeline between this video coming out and then the other guy's video. Like if it was basically the same time, then the story kind of corroborates, right? So, but the glitching thing sounds really weird. I've never heard of anything like that, even like paranormal stuff. Maybe I remember this one guy. He worked at a hospital, and it was him and another lady sitting in like the break room. And there was something, he described it as, it looked as if there was a person from like the torso up standing in the room, and they both saw it, and then it went out the window and then just like fragmented and broke apart into pieces.
That's like somebody told us about, they saw what looked like a UFO above their house, or you know who it was?
Forgotten
it was
Productions?
Deo Club. Was it? No, it was Deo.
Maybe both. I don't really remember. I'd have to go back and see. But I do remember Forgotten Productions. He said in Toronto where he saw the three lights. Right?
And then they just...
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Why is it always three lights? Everybody always describes it as three lights.
That's right.
I remember as well in Vegas recently, I was at the Flamingo Casino, and there was a lady who worked there, and I was wearing my Area 51 sweater. And she's like, "Oh, did you go?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was pretty cool." She's like, "Yeah, I've been living here a long time. I've seen a lot of really weird stuff." And she also described like the three lights. She actually described it as very beautiful to see. Ooh. So I don't know. All right, let's see what else this guy had to say.
Yeah,
because we're getting into the good stuff now.
And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. It looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch.
Or maybe it was like some cloak.
And then you could see,
and that's what it was supposed to be, right?
All three of them, and then they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But I was about like 20 feet away. Because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And, they're tall. So we all just like looked at them. They were just standing there. And the thing that was a little bit weird, it was clearly like observing us. It was sentient, right? Like, or whatever. I don't know. But it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd. And then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, like, kind of like it started like almost glitching again, we all ran. My brother like immediately said, "Yo, let's go." He grabbed me by the shoulder. We bolted out of there. And for anyone that's like saying, where's the footage, yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Because like when I saw it, I was in complete fear. It was something that I completely froze, man. I don't care if I sound like a bitch about it. Like, I froze. And I don't care who you are. I feel like when you're seeing something paranormal, it's different than when you're seeing a fight. Yeah, you'll probably want to record that and put it on World Star or whatever. When you see something paranormal, that's different, because your reality, you can't comprehend what you're seeing. A fight, you kind of get it. Two people are fighting, you can comprehend that. Something like this, none of us could comprehend. Your first instinct is like, it ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first instinct is like, I've never seen this before. What is this? Is it gonna hurt me or my family? That was my first number one priority. So if you don't believe me, I get it. You know, it's fine. Like, it is silly. I'm sure that someone had footage from that night. If you did, please contact me, just so, like, you know, we actually have it. So anyways, as soon as the creature started moving, we all just jetted out there. We ran out the front doors.
Understandable.
And you know, obviously, like,
Yeah.
we see
I'd
a whole
probably start
sea
running.
of cop cars, mad cop cars, where other ones were coming in. And we ran with our nephew, and then, you know, a cop stopped us. You know, they took us to a bit of a safer area behind the cars. And they asked us what we saw. And we told them what we saw. You know, they wrote it down, and they asked everybody to check their phones. Not everybody, because there was mad people, like, running away too, right? They couldn't get everyone. So I'm wondering if someone's gonna post a video.
So I'm going to pause right there really quick. A couple things I want to talk about, because number one thing that appears in my head, and probably a lot of yours too, is it's 2024. You know, we're at a mall, you know, New Year's Day. There's probably tons of people there. Now, something like this happens where a lot of people are claiming to have seen this. You're telling me there's no footage of these creatures or aliens or whatever it may be? You know, everyone's on their phone at all times. You know, I know
There's got to be at least one.
Yeah, obviously, I do. Social media is my job, so I'm, you know. But we're in Miami, big city. You know, very, very popular city. So you're telling me that someone wasn't on their phone recording? You know, even iPhone 5s, iPhone 6s have great cameras. You know, we're going back 9, 8, 10 years. But 2024, you're telling me no one has a clear video of this. That's just the craziest part to me. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not giving it a fair shot. I do want to say, like, this guy does seem like a trustworthy guy. He's not really, like, stuttering. He's really just telling his story. That's it, you know? But I don't know. Once again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about his story so far. Let me know what you think about everything else. We got a couple minutes left, so I'm just going to let it roll through before I pop back in.
But yeah, they looked through everyone's phone. I didn't record anything, so I was fine. None of us recorded anything, so we were basically free to go. But in the distance, you could still see, like, you know, I didn't see the beings come out the door, right?
I think what he's saying is the cops were checking everybody's phones.
Yeah.
And if you had something, video on your phone, you weren't free to go. That's kind of what he just said. He's like, they checked our phones and we had nothing, so we were free to go.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So, seems a little suspicious.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
Like Yasko's saying, though, TikTok Live.
Right.
Why was nobody?
I don't know. Unless, I mean, normally I would imagine that there would be, like, at least one person who would be willing, maybe from a far enough distance. But I guess it also depends on, because you got to kind of put yourself in that place at that time. Yes. So if you have thousands of people all running at one time, the other problem too is that at this point it's like a stampede, right? When you got thousands of people running, you cannot stop because those people running behind you will not stop, right? For you to just simply turn around and film it. That's just kind of like, I'm thinking of that as a possibility. Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, you get stuck there, you'll get trampled essentially, right? It wouldn't be the first time something like that's happened. So I guess maybe people had to keep moving. Like, I'll give them the benefit of a doubt. I don't know. I don't really know. I wasn't there, obviously, but this is what we've got so far. It is interesting though. Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, we got the one clip. We'll see if there's anything else that surfaces here. But yeah, I mean, the guy doesn't seem like like he's lying.
But you can
there's a
see on the
tweet.
side of the building.
There's a tweet?
Kind of like that clip that everyone's seen. That it was slowly walking, and it was like it wasn't cloaking or glitching or whatever. It was walking. So I don't know if it seemed more like it was an interdimensional thing. Someone's coming into our dimension or whatever. A bunch of them.
Welcome to our dimension.
There is no intelligent life here.
Because it was a whole bunch of them. This ain't for no teenagers. No, this was for something way bigger. And it almost seemed like the cops had like a already made strategy for it, because they surrounded one of the beings with like all their police cars. They blared it up even louder because you could hear that it was louder. Maybe as an attempt to like distract it or let it know like, hey, you don't belong here, right? And you know, they were trying to like slowly move alongside with it. But I didn't see anything else after that, because me and my family, we got out of there. We went into our car. We went home, because you know we had our nephew with us, and we went to make sure like, you know, he was okay. So I'm still kind of like processing everything. Like, it's weird, but at the same time, I'm glad that we weren't alone in seeing it, because like it was a whole bunch of us that saw it, and it feels kind of like, you know, you're part of something like really big, but at the same time it's confusing, because like you want to kind of like show people, like, I wish I took a video, man, like, because people are gonna probably think I'm crazy, right? But yeah,
and then you got Jazz with the tinfoil
I'm left
hat.
with more questions. Like, we were all kind of left with more questions than anything else. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's aliens. I know everybody's saying it's aliens. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I saw something come in through like a weird glitchy, maybe a portal or whatever. And it was like they were pretty tall. You could see some facial. They were very dark, like and shiny. But I can't tell if it was like a wet shiny or like a metallic shiny. And yeah, and you know, long limbs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, long limbs, long fingers. They were definitely humanoid in shape, and shadowy,
and really tall.
But maybe that shadowiness was like from a glitch or whatever, like whatever cloaking maybe they had like fell off. But yeah, it felt like something was coming into our world or whatever, like a fucking Stranger Things episode. But it was crazy, man. Like,
so that's about it for that video. I don't know. Once again, let me know down below what you think. There's one thing that he said that I really want to touch up on, and
what was that, young man?
I didn't cover it in the last video, but some of the comments were really touching up on it. Was when he said the sirens were just going on as like an attempt to maybe distract it. And I'm gonna play just a couple of seconds of the footage.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too.
Outside of the mall, really quick.
It's very, very loud. From how high up this person
Everyone
is?
was saying to me, why are they just letting the police sirens run the entire time? It's so loud. Are they trying to distract something? Are they maybe trying to, you know, draw something away?
There was one that seemed to be a lot louder than all the others
now,
too.
Once again,
like a different tone anyway.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm not exactly sure. But let's continue. This is real footage of Miami Mall aliens. So I want to take a look at this. This is a really short video. It's about 30 seconds. So let's take.
Is this from inside?
This.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, what the hell? What the hell is that? Oh yeah, they're all just like. I don't know what to make of that. It's really hard on the eyes.
I see it all the way in the back, but you're telling me this is my problem with these videos. You're telling me that no one has a clear. Why does everyone also seem like in front of you, like they're not? Okay, someone's like crawling. But no one really seems as if they're like running away, like they're in some sort of like they're in any fear. Man, I don't know. Like, to me, the whole shaky footage, freaking the hell out kind of thing is...
I don't know.
I
kind of want to go back and see this again. Hang on.
Yeah, start it again.
Rewind.
It's about 30 seconds, so let's take a quick look at this.
So it's... Okay, so I could see why it's like so out of focus, because clearly he was really far away. I gotta fix this zoom a little bit. It's kind of hard to see here. 1 second, guys. Nope, wrong one. I gotta do the other thing. There. Oop. There, that's
Nice.
better. There, so at least you guys can all see this too. So let's wait until... So it's these things, right? Is this what he's pointing
that's what
out?
it is, yeah.
That's so weird looking. Yeah, because he's trying to like zoom in as much as he can.
Yo, what is that?
I don't know what that is. So that's one of them?
Right.
Only full screen this by accident. Huh. I don't know.
I love that slow motion.
Yo. I mean, do you blame him?
No.
See something like that show up and you're like, what the hell is that all about? But yeah, I don't know. I agree with Jazz that it's like, why is it always like horrible footage?
Yeah,
right.
Very
I mean,
bad. It's very irritating.
depending on what generation of phone you have, some of the cameras like up close are fine, obviously, but like zoom is horrible.
Yeah.
It is getting better because I got the Google Pixel 8 Pro and I've tried the zoom and it's like really, really good.
Yeah.
Like even words are legible.
Clear?
Like you can
That's
actually,
cool.
I tried it from like across my kitchen into the living room and read like the name off of the TV and it was like
nice.
pretty clear. So I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of thing they have, but yeah, it always seems to be like the same thing, especially with like Bigfoot and
Right.
all these kind of weird skinwalkers. Yeah. Like I imagine stuff like that's kind of hard to catch on camera. I've yet to do it, but I've only made a few attempts.
We're gonna have to get the glasses. I actually have a pair. I want another one though. The Ray-Ban glasses with the cameras in them.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wear them all the time just in case this happens. I'm gonna be there ready to record. Bam.
It's a good idea.
Hey Meta, record this next video for the next 30 seconds.
Oh my god. Okay, so I saw Jazz pulled something up here. What did he pull up? What is this?
I understand the severity of the situation, but I still think it's overkill on how many police officers were there. This next comment was from Angie Swinney, and they said, "Hey Jazz, last year here in Hoover, Alabama, we had a shooting in our Galera Mall. The most officers they sent was 10, 2 fire trucks and an ambulance.
Oof.
There were people running, yelling, screaming, and we had several that were
I guess it
trampled.
depends on the size
There
of
were
your
2
police force,
shot.
right?
It turned
Yeah.
out that the 2 that were shot were only angry with each other. People heard pop pop and it was on. No way the cops knew it was just those 2. Why didn't Birmingham get
Okay, so I
called
guess
in?
that's it for the
Why so
actual
few?
footage.
So
I mean, at least there was something,
Yeah, this is
right?
better.
Like so far we got two things. The first one was a little, I don't know. It seemed like
the
a little
first
bit.
guy who was telling the story in the
No, the first footage from like the condo or apartment or whatever.
Yeah.
That one actually kind of like seemed like something, right? This, I don't know
Yeah.
what this second one's all about. But I guess there was a third update. Let me see here. I don't know if there's there is. Yeah, there's another thing here. So we'll probably do it in part 3.
another video. Okay.
Yeah.
I have actually something to say. All right,
Yeah,
let's do it
yeah,
at the end of the third one.
Okay.
Yeah, I got something to say about the 2 that we watched already.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.